Welcome back, my dear students. So I'm in cPanel right here in the GoDaddy cPanel. And like I said before, there are many hosting providers out there that offer cPanel. And cPanel is actually one of the best things ever because it has a lot of software features that we can use inside here. All right. Now that we have so much data, all right, so much stuff going on in our online server, we need to back it up. All right, if you haven't done so already, this is actually one of the most important things you need to do. And the reason why is because you can make any mistake here and mess up your whole site. And believe me, it's gonna take you hours, maybe days. You might even get frustrated and you never actually replace the files if you delete it. All right, so believe me, if you don't want to kick yourself in your rear after and download your and delete some files here by mistake, you need to back it up. All right, so there's a great thing here that is called the backup wizard on cPanel, and you can download, basically backs up all your home directory, your databases. It basically backs up everything. And then once you save it into your computer, then you can go back here, and if something happens to your site, you can come back here and restore it. All right, so that's pretty cool to do. All right, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to file manager. This is where I am right now. I'm gonna go to my home directory here, and I'm just gonna compress. All right, I'm gonna compress this like that, and I'm gonna call it resources.zip, or private resources underscore private, so that I know this is the private resources that we got. And I'm gonna zip it underscore private right here and compress. All right, that's just gonna give me a copy of that right here. Beautiful. So now I can go ahead and double click it, and that's gonna download here, and I'm just gonna drag that to my desktop and have it somewhere there. All right, the next thing is, let me just drag it right now so that I don't forget. All right, I'm just gonna do it like this. Again, you could do the backup wizard, which is if you have something that you are working on, I suggest you do. All right, and just because I might destroy all this later and create a new project or something like that, then I'm just doing it like this. And but it's very smart to actually back up your databases. Don't forget your database, and of course your tables with the databases, right? That all goes together. So I'm gonna go to public HTML, and I'm gonna copy everything from here to here, basically the whole public HTML. All right, the whole thing. I'm just gonna compress everything here. Compress, zip folder, and I'm just gonna call this public underscore files dot zip. It's gonna compress everything. All right, and I'm gonna have a really cool file somewhere. For some reason, let me just reload here. Can't see my file that I just compressed. I think I compressed it to the wrong directory of some kind. Alright, let's do it again real quick. Compress. Alright, so he compressed it to something else. To Mac right here. This guy. It really doesn't matter. Alright. I'm just gonna let it be like, I'm just gonna leave it like this and then change the name when I download it. That's fine. I'm just gonna double click it here and drag it here. Again, I'm just gonna delete this, and I'm just gonna do it again because some of you probably were wondering what in the world that was. Compress, and basically it's just gonna download. If I change the name here to public files, there we go. And now that's gonna give me the file that I want, which is the name of the file. The reason is because I downloaded it right here before. All right, so this is where I downloaded it. All right, so you can just copy this one. It's just I'm picky with the names. All right, and I'm gonna go back to here. I'm just gonna delete this one. All right, so now I got disregard like the last 3 seconds. All right, but anyway, I don't want this Mac OS zip folder. All right, hopefully you saw exactly what I did. All right, so now that you have your files there, it's pretty cool, right? Another thing to do is we need to go to our phpMyAdmin. I'm doing this manually here because I want to show you. All right, it's one thing doing manually, one thing is doing it like with the backup wizard. So this shopping cart is a new ecom, right? So I'm gonna click on it and I'm gonna say export, and she's gonna export the whole database. All right, and manually that's how I got all my files. All right, so I got some specific files that I wanted, and that's it. Now on those 3 files here, I got my whole site. I can I can upload them anytime I want. All right, or I can create new projects. It's up to me. Beautiful. So now that you know how to back up your site, you're good to go. All right, make the mistakes, delete your site, do whatever you want, and then get them back online. All right. So anyway, thank you so much for watching these lectures, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.